So once you're loaded in the box of your truck, run to the factory hooks at the front of your truck box. Run your ratchet strap to the front D-ring, pull it tight, and suck the RoadRunner tight to the front of your box. And to keep it from putting all the pressure on the front of your box, grab a second ratchet strap and crisscross it to your front D-ring. So all of the flow controls for the entire skid come right off of your stainless steel 55 gallon a minute pump. Your bottom valve is for suction. So if you're pointed towards the large tank, you are pulling from the large tank. Your top valve is for recirculation and agitation. And so you spin that towards your main tank and it will now pull from the main tank and recirculate into the main tank. It's all 1-inch hosing and it goes into a T-jet agitator. So you have constant circulation all day long. If you want to use your auxiliary tank, both of these valves are three-way valves, so you flip them the opposite direction. If it's pointed away from the tank, it sucks from your auxiliary tank. And if you spin this valve, it recirculates into your auxiliary tank. No matter which way you have the valve spun, it will always go straight out the hose reel. For filling and chemical mixing, you have a 2-inch banjo quick connect to hook to most trash pumps or wherever you get your water. You can either mix directly into your large tank, which is what I do, or you have the ability to have your large tank be all fresh water and use your 15-gallon auxiliary tank to mix in. Like I said, that's where you're pulling out of the big tank, mixing into the small tank, and then turning on agitation. For fresh water, you have a completely separate 25-gallon tank that is on a separate 3.5-gallon a minute pump and separate hose reel. So for washing your eyes, washing your hands, washing your drone out at the end of the day, you have an extra 25 gallons to rinse everything off that you need. You're setting up your workstation. First, grab your freshwater hose. Open up your toolbox and set your kickstand. And then in every RoadRunner, it comes wired to plug straight into the back of your DJI charger. 220 coming from your 50 amp plug, split for quick charging. You have two switches. First is your freshwater switch. Your freshwater pump is on a pressure switch. So as soon as you turn it on, it'll pressure your hose up. And until you release pressure, the pump will be shut off. And then your main tank. So if you have agitation turned on, you can allow your main pump to constantly recirculate all day long. Both of those switches are also on remote controls. So if you want to shut agitation off for whatever reason, you can turn your pump on and off with a remote control switch and not have to keep coming back and pressing the switch in the toolbox. For filling your drone, your 1-inch hose is also on a spring-loaded reel. And every RoadRunner also comes with a bung and a quick connect for your fill hose. It's positioned to where you just have to flip your top one. The weight of the hose reel will give you a tight seal and then turn it on. So now your hand's free to swap out your battery, shut it off, and then out of the way and off the ground while you're continuing to pull your truck forward. So at the end of the day, once you have everything rinsed off and you're ready to head home, grab your drone, throw it in the box, shut the tailgate, and you're ready to head home.